Hello everybody and welcome to a bit of slop. Once again we're celebrating a little bit of slopmas at the same time. So take it away, Swimmy. Open that door. Classic Swimmy. Now today we're going to be talking about a few of those overpowered strategies we used to enjoy so much in Hoi 4. You see, there used to be a lot of unhinged stuff you could do in this game, but as the patches come in, a lot of the broken stuff, funnily enough, keeps getting patched out. Like as Japan, you no longer start as a nation that can actually justify because you're non-aligned now, meaning that you can't do the old strat of, justifying on Albania, and then you can also get yourself Italy for free, because Albania is guaranteed by the Italians, which sadly is now not allowed. Plus, also, it'd be kind of weird. Now, I don't think you'd actually even be able to have the range because of the way the navies work now. You'd have to make a pit stop over in Ethiopia, potentially. Oh, there's also the fun Japan strat where you just join the Axis immediately and land in the UK. And I think you used to be able to just actually do it through military access, but you can't do that anymore either. I mean, some of them do work, as we saw like a few months on the channel. I did the one where you could still invade the US as the Soviets, and yeah, that was good, but I don't think you're actually going to be able to do that one anymore either. But the question is, are any of them left in the game that you can do? Let's find out as Germany. Okay, first off, let's see how quickly we could both destroy France and the US. This one's always a given. Nothing crazy, you just need to get yourself paratroopers and drop on Paris. Is it still possible though? Actually, technically it should be even better now, because you actually have a French puppet you can now justify on, so you get less world tension. That's at least how it's going in my head right now. Not too sure if that's how it's going to go in actuality here. So 250 days, 1% world tension. Will we get this in time? Now, because France and Belgium have a guarantee pact as well now, we will have to worry about them. Not right now, though. Okay, so getting France capitulated, no problem. But issue is here, I'm going to have to deal with Belgium still, who might join the Allies. Puppeting them raises like no world tension. That's 11%. I think that's still enough for them to get in the Allies, though. No problem at all, then. I mean, forgetting both France and Belgium there, and most importantly, the French fleet, I reckon 11% world tension is a pretty good trade-off. Anyway, let's go take down the US as well. Once again, we can get ourselves in pretty easy and pretty cheaply for the Philippines. So I'm definitely not super confident in the ability to invade the US here. One, because getting supply and range now is a huge issue, and on top of that, I'm actually going to have my navy docked here too, which means these guys don't have a lot of supply. I mean, it ain't looking great, is it? But we did technically land. It might be best to do a little bit of precautionary port building. With the rest of the army stationed down in the Caribbean, though, hopefully they all make it up without getting raided into oblivion. French got a whole bunch of troops as well. Let's go send those guys into the fray. Okay, this is definitely looking way better than it was at the start there. Assume the US just doesn't have, they've got no troops. So as long as we make the most of this, we should be fine. Oh, my navy's absolutely clapping them as well over in the sea everywhere. I don't think the AI really knows how to set up their navies. The craziest part about all this is the world looks like this right now, and there's 30% world tension. I love the idea that we have mutinies right now. Oh no, things are just going too well, okay? I do not want to fight anymore. Oh yeah, I think we've gone a little bit too far. I reckon if you actually bothered to set up a collab government as well, they'd already be capitulated by now. I don't think it matters. The only reason you'd usually do that anyway is because you'd be worried about them getting in the Allies, but evidently that ain't happening. In fact, yeah, wait, they start off in their own faction anyway, so it's definitely not happening. Well, ain't it beautiful? I mean, come on. Ain't that a sight to behold? I mean, there's probably no real reason to play the game anymore, but it's pretty damn nice. I mean, that is pretty damn good. But I wonder what else we can get up to. It ain't no secret, but taking down Japan as a US was never that difficult. But, they got themselves a brand new focus tree, new gimmicks and features. Is it still easy? I'm going to guess off the bat the answer is definitely yes. Here's a cool thing now about the faction system. Anyone that has gone ahead and actually generated at least 10% world tension, we can now justify on. Issue is though, undisturbed isolation has it up by 100%, which we need to get rid of. Now we can also lower that down to 25%, which is I think what we can do first to get it out the way. We just need to get enough faction initiative out that we can just change our laws. So we're just going to pick all the baby ones like expand Guam naval base. So we'll knock that down to 25%, which means now if we justify it, it's still going to be 100% from being democratic and undisturbed isolation. Groovy. We are still just waiting for the Nanjing thing that we can get a war goal on the Japanese, which hopefully, you know, they're competent enough that they make it down there. If not, then maybe we can get it through the faction system. Okay, they actually sunk the USS Panay, which is good, and we're going to get ourselves our goal immediately. We'll throw the boys on over, and I am going to go ahead, build a couple more. Don't think they'll be ready just yet, though. Our skull also does not time out, so we can take our sweet old time on declaring. 1938, just going to wait for my Marines to come on over, and we're just going to go straight in on the Japanese. Okay, in we go. I did actually have to get rid of those two faction rules, which you can't do. I didn't realize it would limit us if we already had a war goal. I thought it was just if you wanted to justify them, but no, apparently not. Well, we landed. I could tell you already, it's looking pretty good. Hey, I'm even like destroying a whole bunch of the Japanese Navy. Is that actually gonna give me more total participation? It is. Look at that score from sinking enemy ships. So long gone are the days where you do this as the US and have no war participation because of China. But now that sinking ships gives you a hell of an amount of points, oh, it's worthwhile. And into the home islands we go. And yep, their entire army, I'm assuming, is stuck over here. We are, of course, raiding everywhere we can with all my submarines. And I'm assuming they can't get back here. That was absolutely brutal. The absolute best part, not only do I have enough war participation to take all of Japan and Korea, I also have enough for their navy too. So I would argue this overpowered strat is just 500 times better than it was before. Man, I waited around for like way longer than I need to as well. You can just deck on them straight away and do this even earlier. As soon as you get that event for the Panay being sunk and you get the war goal, you can beat Japan. And that is most certainly crazy. I 100% like that was great. Without a doubt. Definitely an overpowered strategy. And also leaves you plenty of room to still have fun against the actual Axis, I guess. So I think in terms of overpowered strategies, the ones that you can kind of imagine still working are always going to still work. Germany taking down France, obviously, that's unless they get a big France rework and you can no longer paradrop them, they immediately capitulate. But that's always going to work. You know, then going on to the US, albeit a little bit more tricky now. It's probably a better way you can do it than obviously naval invading up here. Potentially, I think doing the Caribbean could also work a little bit better. But the advantage to doing it from here is it's only 2 tiles, so you can just split your navy in half, have one patrol this side, one patrol that side, and you should have no problem with the US fleet. The issue comes from doing it over here that you're going to have to, you know, want to buckle my shoe into Florida. You have these little Caribbean islands as well over here, but again, supply is just not that great. So I guess you could do here, that's a 1 and a 2 right there, and then keep the rest of your army over here. That could work. But once you get in the US that early, yeah, they suck, obviously, because they've got no damn troops. But you know what? Just for the hell of it as well, let's go see if we can take down Germany as the Soviets immediately as well. Oh, but not before I redeem my good boy points. Where is it? What did I unlock? I got the Pact Weaver. Have a certain percentage of faction manifest. Wow! But I've not conducted a successful nuclear raid. Well, that's just not true. The slide. Okay, destroying Germany immediately. What do we need? Could we naval invade? Maybe. We could just straight up naval invade. I think we might be able to actually do that really easy. That also means we could avoid potentially having to go through Poland, which is what I usually do with this. The only issue I can really see with that being keeping supply over there. We'll do a test of this though, and then we'll see if it actually works out. If not, then we'll do the Poland strat, but that's kind of boring. We do that all the time. Let's try naval invade Germany. Not as confident as going through Poland in this, but we'll give it a go. If all else fails, I know no, a little other way, a little back door, a cool little scenic route. The issue definitely comes with just how much Germany can pop out in time to really stop us. They don't really start with a lot of troops, so let's see. I just straight up landed unopposed there. Are you kidding me? Is it actually going to be that damn easy? That's such a meme. As soon as I got that first naval invasion, I just launched a kind of YOLO naval invasion right here. That cut all of their supply and I just encircled everything. It most definitely still works. I don't know if this is better or worse than just going through Poland, though. I think I took a lot, maybe a little bit more time than I would have gone through Poland. But yeah, worthwhile, I guess. As long as you cut off, like I said, and do that second naval invasion, you can just destroy all of their supply in there just immediately. And yeah, because if you hold that and that, yeah, there's like nothing going in there. Is it better than going through Poland? No, I think if you go through Poland, you get a little bit more time to get your planes out. And if you get those planes out, you could just like squish them with CAS pretty easy. That's what I used to remember doing. And I think for the most part, though, that US game has definitely been the highlight so far. I mean, sure, invading the Americas with Germany was pretty good, but it's nothing new. But, you know, just being able to slam Japan that easy and now also get a lot of the land, pretty good. You know what, speaking of which, actually, I wonder if you could do the exact same thing now as the Soviets. I mean, actually, the big issue now is that I've actually gone ahead, I've initiated the Great Purge, which is, you know, what a way to celebrate destroying Germany, I guess, by shooting everyone that did it. What can we do? I just deleted 2 of those little army groups there, just consolidate into a better division and see if we can land. Let's find out, shall we? No way, it can't be that simple, right? It's never going to be that simple. Yeah, I'm actually just going to abandon the front up there. You guys have fun. I think it's because the AI just doesn't know how to get their supremacy up. I have all the control in this state right here that I can just naval invade when realistically with the size of my navy I shouldn't be able to. Definitely a little bit messy, but it's working, I think. Nope. Definitely worked. And I got so much damn stuff as well. Again, for mostly sinking navies. I think the AI is just not that good at projecting their power, so I reckon you could probably get away with some really nasty naval invasions now. Yeah, you know, I actually capitulated them before I even managed to finish my focus to finish Desperate Measures, which is so dumb that it cancels. But yeah, 1938 Soviets got a puppet Germany and a puppet Japan. What the hell? So yeah, I think you could probably do an even better job than I did with Germany. If you get that second naval invasion off and then do another one, like maybe over here, you could probably cut off even more troops. We actually know, because the supply hub from Berlin's right there, so it wouldn't really work that well. But yeah, getting this and then the naval invasion worked pretty damn well for me. Man, now that I know that about the naval invasions, I reckon you could probably do even more of these stupid strategies so easily. But I think that's it for today on the Old Slop channel. I want you guys to actually leave your ideas or something that you've come up with in your game already for something just dumb. Just a dumb way to play this game. And I'll do a whole video on them. Just, you know, trying to be as detailed as possible in your suggestions so I can follow them to a T, pretty much. But yeah, I love a good, I wouldn't even call them like an overpowered strategy for the most part, but just a dumb strategy. Like the one with Japan where you invade Albania to get Italy as a puppet early on. That's pretty funny. Give me more of that. I mean, sadly, that's just, it's not really possible anymore because of the naval range stuff. I mean, I guess you could technically get like an Italian docking rights over here, but then obviously you have the problem as soon as you declare you're going to lose supremacy everywhere, so you best hope that your naval invasions have managed to get off. I think there's also the thing you can do if you have military access and so on. Technically you can actually naval invade into them still and the invasion will go. I think we found that out last time, so technically you could ask for mil access as Japan on Italy, set up everything, and then, you know, have it over there, then declare on Albania, and your naval invasion will go to Rome. We figured that one out last time, I remember. Obviously, the big issue, though, is actually getting range now, because if you don't get a lot of range, it goes off of where your fleet is actually based off. But yeah, Leave me your suggestions down below. Tell me what you've managed to find and what you do to have fun in this game, and I'll give it a go at a whole new slop. But till next time, slop!